Most seniors think that morning coffee is just the thing that wakes them up. But what if I told you that your daily cup could actually heal you? What if one simple, inexpensive ingredient could rebuild your muscles, improve blood flow, and help you feel 10 years younger? It's real, it's science-backed, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to use it so that every morning becomes a step towards stronger legs, better circulation, and renewed energy. So stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know what to add, why it works, and how to turn your coffee into a true muscle-supporting tonic. After 60, our bodies quietly change. You might notice your legs feeling weaker, stairs a bit steeper, your hands colder in the morning. Doctors call this sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that starts in our 50 seconds and accelerates with age. And it's not just about appearance. Losing muscle means lower metabolism, slower recovery, less stamina, and greater risk of falls. But there's another side of the story, poor circulation. As we age, our arteries stiffen and blood flow slows. Less oxygen reaches our muscles and brain, causing fatigue and brain fog. You can exercise and eat well, but if your circulation is sluggish, nutrients never reach where they're needed most. Now here's the good news, you can reverse much of this naturally. You don't need expensive supplements or harsh medications. The solution starts with something you already drink every single morning, your coffee, once you upgrade it the right way. Coffee is one of the most researched foods on the planet. We often blame it for jitters or sleep trouble, but used wisely, coffee is a powerful tool. Caffeine temporarily widens blood vessels and increases blood flow to muscles and the brain. It can even improve exercise performance. But caffeine alone isn't enough to preserve muscle or heal tissue, and that's where the missing ingredient comes in. When you add the right compound to your coffee, you don't just wake up, you feed your cells. You convert a morning habit into a daily rebuilding ritual. And that ingredient is something many people walk past every day in the grocery store without realizing its power. It's called raw, unsweetened cacao powder. Not to be confused with cocoa mixes or chocolate drinks, raw cacao is the pure form of the cacao bean before it's heated and processed. It's rich in natural compounds known as flavonols, which relax and open up your blood vessels, allowing more oxygen to flow through your arteries. A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that adults over 60 who consume cacao daily experienced a 29% increase in leg muscle oxygenation within just 4 weeks. That's almost 1/3 better blood flow from a natural food source. Cacao is also packed with magnesium, the mineral your muscles need to contract and relax properly. It's loaded with plant-based iron and powerful antioxidants that neutralize the free radicals that damage muscle tissue. So why coffee? Because when you mix cacao with coffee, the heat and natural caffeine actually amplify absorption. Your body absorbs the flavonols faster, meaning you start benefiting before you've even finished your cup. Let's take a closer look at what happens in your body. Caffeine plus flavonols gleich nitric oxide boost. When these two meet, your arteries release more nitric oxide, a natural molecule that keeps vessels flexible and open. Better circulation means stronger legs and a clearer mind. Magnesium and iron support. Both minerals activate hundreds of enzymes that control energy and muscle recovery. If you cramp often or feel weak after light activity, you're likely low on magnesium, and cacao fixes that naturally. Antioxidant defense. The antioxidants in cacao, mainly polyphenols, help reduce inflammation in blood vessel walls. Less inflammation means smoother blood flow and lower blood pressure. Mood and motivation. Cacao contains theobromine and tryptophan, which elevate serotonin and dopamine, the feel-good neurochemicals. That's why people often feel calm yet focused after drinking it. A clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2022 showed that daily intake of cacao flavonols improved endothelial function, the lining of blood vessels, by 18% in adults aged 55 to tishawu. So this is not just about taste. It's a chemically proven synergy between caffeine and cacao that turns your cup of coffee into a cardiovascular tonic. Now, let's turn science into practice. Here's how to make the Mandell Morning Tonic. Brew your usual cup of black coffee, about 200 milliliters. While it's hot, add 1 teaspoon of raw unsweetened cacao powder. Stir well until dissolved. Optionally, add a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon for blood sugar control, and a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric plus a pinch of black pepper for an anti-inflammatory boost. If you prefer a richer drink, add a spoon of unsweetened almond milk or collagen peptides, but skip sugar and creamers. Drink it within 30 minutes of waking up, ideally before breakfast. This helps kickstart circulation and activate your metabolism early in the day. Many seniors who've adopted this routine report warmer hands and feet within a week and notice they walk longer without fatigue by the second week. These changes happen because your arteries are literally getting more flexible again. Morning is the best time to do this. Your body is naturally dehydrated after sleep, so the first liquid you drink sets the tone for blood flow and cellular energy. Coffee with cacao delivers antioxidants and minerals precisely when your cells are most receptive. Combine this with a few minutes of gentle stretching or a short walk, and you amplify blood circulation even further. Remember, small habits stack, and this one habit has the potential to change how your entire day feels. Now that you know how the coffee-cacao combination works, let's explore what it actually does inside your body over time. Within the first week, most people notice a gentle rise in warmth throughout the hands and feet. That's the nitric oxide effect, vessels expanding, circulation improving. After about 3 weeks, you may start to feel a change in stamina. Walking feels lighter, muscles don't tire as quickly, and recovery after mild exercise shortens. A 2020 study in Nutrients reported that older adults who combined daily flavanol intake with moderate activity gained up to 12% more leg strength in just 8 weeks. Around the 6-week mark, something subtle happens. Your mood lifts. Theobromine in cacao enhances focus and calm energy without the crash that pure caffeine can cause. That's why many seniors describe this drink as steady power, not nervous buzz. And inside your arteries, antioxidant activity is reducing oxidation of LDL cholesterol, one of the early steps in arterial stiffening. That means you're not only boosting blood flow today, you're protecting your heart long term. When circulation improves, muscle repair finally gets what it's been begging for: oxygen and amino acids. Every muscle fiber is like a small engine. Without fuel and oxygen, it rusts. With them, it rebuilds. Cacao's magnesium triggers protein synthesis, while caffeine slightly increases growth hormone signaling. Together, they nudge your body to use dietary protein more efficiently. So even if you don't eat more food, you start getting more out of the food you already eat. That's why many seniors notice firmer thighs, improved grip strength, and steadier balance after adopting this morning habit. A 2022 trial from the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition found that participants combining polyphenol-rich drinks with daily walking regained an average of 1.5 kilograms of lean muscle in 3 months, remarkable, without resistance training. Better circulation doesn't just feed muscles, it feeds the brain. Your brain consumes about 20% of all oxygen you breathe. When blood flow slows, memory and alertness fade. Researchers at Harvard's Department of Nutrition observed that older adults who consumed cacao flavanols showed a 15% increase in cerebral blood flow and performed better on short-term memory tests. That's why many report feeling clearer, calmer, and more focused a few days after starting this coffee blend. At the same time, flavanols support endothelial nitric oxide synthase, the enzyme that keeps arteries elastic. Elastic arteries don't just mean better blood pressure. They mean less stress on the heart muscle itself. So one small morning change is quietly helping 3 systems at once: muscle, brain, and heart. Let me share a real-world example. Frank, 67, from Florida, had stopped jogging because of calf tightness and cold feet. He started adding 1 teaspoon of raw cacao to his morning coffee. In his words, By the third week, my legs felt lighter. I walked 2 miles without stopping. First time in a year. Then there's Maria, 71, a retired teacher. She wrote, "I never thought coffee could help my memory. Now I do my crossword before breakfast, and I actually finish it." Stories like these aren't miracles or biology working again. When you restore circulation and give your body what it needs, improvement is natural. 1. Hydrate first. Drink a glass of water before your coffee. It primes the bloodstream for nutrient absorption. 2. Move a little. Even 5 minutes of stretching or walking after your cup doubles the benefit by pumping oxygen through freshly opened vessels. 3. Pair with protein. A small bowl of Greek yogurt or a handful of nuts afterward provides amino acids your newly active muscles can use. 4. Stay consistent. Daily repetition matters more than dosage. 1 cup a day beats 3 cups once a week. 5. Avoid neutralizers. Sugar, artificial creamers, and excessive milk can block flavanol absorption. Keep it simple, dark, and natural. Think of this habit as morning maintenance for your entire circulatory network. Some worry about caffeine and heart rate, but studies show that moderate coffee, 1 to 2 cups daily, actually lowers risk of cardiovascular disease in seniors. Others believe chocolate is unhealthy. That's true for sugary cocoa mixes, not raw cacao. The difference is processing. Cacao keeps its minerals and polyphenols intact. Remember, the power here isn't in coffee or cacao alone, it's in their partnership. Let's recap before we finish. After 60, weaker muscles and slower circulation are not inevitable. Coffee is a perfect delivery system for healing compounds. Raw cacao supplies magnesium, iron, and flavanols that rebuild muscle and improve blood flow. 1 teaspoon each morning can start visible change within weeks. Consistency and hydration multiply results. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for that creamer, reach for a spoon of cacao instead. It might be the smallest change you make this year and the most powerful one for your long-term strength and vitality. Take care of your body, keep your blood moving, and as always, stay strong, stay positive, and stay healthy, my friends.